Good afternoon, everyone. It is 2 p.m., 54 degrees in the garage. This is Meso Cycle 1, week number 3, workout number 4. That means it's our second chest and tricep workout of the week. If you're following along, I'll leave all the workouts in the description. Go and check some of those old videos out. I'll walk you through a Meso Cycle from week 1, day 1, all the way to week 6, day 6. So if that's something you're interested in, consider leaving a like and subscribing because I'm going to keep on doing this. But anyways, let's get back on track. Our focus today is going to be flat dumbbell press. Then after that, we got some dips, some tricep press downs with the cable, and then we're going to finish off with some lateral raises with dumbbells. And going to throw in a pause at the top. Try to get a nice delt pump going. Because it is week 3, we are still taking everything to 2 reps in reserve. But we're trying to increase the weight on all our moves from last week. So we're going to get warmed up and get into it. Let's go. All right, unfortunately having to rush a little bit again today, but warmed up pretty good. So our target on the first set is 70 pounds for a set of 10 with 2 reps in reserve. All right, we'll see if we can do this. All right, we got 10. I'll take it. Hey, you need to be careful around there. We're going for 9.
People will say, look, if I get a bit extra, so what? It's a good thing. What's too much of a good thing? The extra homes in the distance from a significant other. Who's complaining? Yeah, it has some downsides. One, it costs money. It's generally the most expensive matter. And if you think you have to eat a lot of it, you could be missing away a lot of money. Past roughly 12 grams per pound of protein per day, only a small minority of users in a small
We got it. All right, we got our target of 9. Woo. It was tough though. This is like my 3rd time doing flat dumbbell press in years. Just started doing this move, this meso cycle. Didn't do any bench press or dumbbell press or any real pressing movements for quite a long time. So I'm happy with where we're at so far. Just looking forward to keep increasing the weight over time, slowly, adding reps. But as far as today goes, we're probably gonna actually drop the weight and do a down set because we got 4 sets of a dumbbell press program. So we'll probably drop the weight to 60-pound dumbbells and see if we can get a little bit more volume like that. All right, we got 55 pounds for the first down set. Doing 2 of these today. I did 1 last week. Based on the 7 I got last week, my target for this one is 8 reps. So we'll see if we can get 8 with 2 reps in reserve. Could be more, could be less.
And I've been asked by a lot of people to give my perspective on what has happened in the region. I've also been asked, listen, aren't you a liar? But here's the thing, despite his best performance of his career so far, his response to the prove that the New Yorker article was dry. Hassan beat
8. All right, second down set. 8 was pretty tough. It was definitely borderline. 2 reps in reserve, 1 rep in reserve. So, you know, to get another 8 or even 6 or 7, I consider to be pretty good for today.
Back to Hassan and his explanations for wanting to make friends.
On my second special, King's Jester, I tell a story about how I was harassed by an FBI informant named Brother Eric. Talk about how he tried to attract him, and when I made fun of him, he slammed me against the hood of a cop. The truth is, I did have altercations with undercover law enforcement growing up. Experience formed the basis of this story, but it didn't go exactly like this. So I understand why people are upset. People face real dangers and false stories that undermine those things. And I am sorry they added to that problem. My intention was to take the spotlight.
We got 7 there.
That's why I chose this story.
All right, first exercise for chest done. We're moving on to, I think it's just body weight dips today. Had weighted dips originally, called an audible, getting some more volume by dropping the weight. If you've been following along, hopefully you can see from week 1 to week 3 how we've increased the volume over the course of this mesocycle. And it will actually continue to increase as we get closer to that 5th and 6th week where we hit 0 reps in reserve or failure, and then in some cases even push beyond failure. But, all right, take a little break. Get these dips in. All right, unfortunately, a bit of a time crunch. So we'll just call the dumbbell press a good enough warm up for these dips, and I hope I can still get my target reps. But we're shooting for 13 on the first set with body weight, and 2 reps in reserve.
Imagine I said to you guys, well, I named my video some random title, and then because I structure my videos in a certain way, I had to make up some story and pretend it's true so that it makes sense. That's some really warped logic. I almost feel embarrassed with it. But that brings me back to SpongeBob Cringe Fans and his reaction to Hassan's response video. And like I said at the beginning, Tricep is pretty much spot on with this.
But I gotta say, did you guys watch the video? He's fantastic. Yeah. Like, even though the whole time he's just saying exactly what everybody criticized him for, he's going, yeah, I did lie.
Okay.
Which is
Got it, baby. Take a second. Try to get 11 more. Going for 11 on this one. It's just a set of 6 and a set of 5. With no breaks in between. Nothing to it, baby. I think that may have been less than 2 reps in reserve, which means that it was more than enough. Tricep press down. We're bumping the weight up a little bit, 5 pounds, going from 52.5 to 57.5, and we're shooting for 15 with 2 reps in reserve.
The history books are going to report that Mac Holloway in 2021
8.
We know that. There's an issue with Ugod and Volkanovski, and that's the problem. Mike has been solved that Volkanovski got the jump on this one. I'll also remind you of the timing of Max's qualifying. It was after Volkanovski.
Oh, wow. Yes, sir. We got a stupid pump today. Going for 12 with 2 reps in reserve right here.
And even at that point, Deontay has that one punch. He has a right hand to end the fight quickly. If he doesn't, he is going to get absolutely destroyed. Even if he tries that, he's probably going to get absolutely destroyed. He's never taken a hard leg kick in the flesh. He might be able to take some with pads on, but a leg kick from Ngannou. Watch when Ngannou hit Curtis Blades with those leg kicks. Deontay will be flipping, teetering, and tottering all over the place once that lead leg gets taken out from under him. And not only that, Ngannou can take it to the ground very easily. It is such a mismatch if Ngannou chooses that, right? If Ngannou goes out there and tries to box and the main fight, now we got forearms, gloves, and two of the most powerful heavyweights of all time. Anything could happen, right? Anything. Chin is made out of bread. If one of them is going to knock out the other, I can see Ngannou.
So much harder than expected.
Like a 60-40 chance. And I'm so glad Ngannou is there moving so many people wrong along the way. Even wrong before on that, I'm very happy he did. Because it would not have happened if he didn't go to the PFL. Ngannou is the biggest he's ever been.
Last exercise of the day, dumbbell lateral raises with a pause at 12.5 pounds. Programmed for today. Still feel like doing this for sets of 20, so that's my target for the first set. So I'm bumping it up to 15 pounds. I figure it's gonna take away at least 2 to 4 reps. So I'll shoot for like 16 to 18 with a pause.
He's going to implement
10,
a bit of a game plan that Hulk did against Max.
8,
When they were kind of waiting for Max to come in so they get
7,
shots with him, because that's what Max doesn't look at.
6,
Five.
4, 3, 2, 1. 18, baby. Pretty solid stuff. Rest up. Trying to get another 16 to 18. Got 15 right there. Had to take the workout inside. My daughter's taking a nap. Her mom's gotta go. One more set. Not the greatest set of all time, but when we started this move, we originally started with 10 pounds. So when you think about it, it's a 50% increase, which is, you know, it's a pretty big increase to do this move with a pause, even though it's really, really light still. But, you know, baby steps. That's what it takes. That's what it takes to eventually get to that point where you do heavy dumbbells with actual good technique instead of just swinging it, you know. So that's my goal at least. All right, take a second, wrap this whole thing up. All right, guys, that's a wrap for today's workout. All in all, pretty solid work. We hit our target reps on all our main lifts. We added a little bit of weight, and we added a set or two here and there. So sometimes that's all you can ask for. That's what the program asked for, and we got the job done. Not every single week has to be a week where you smash your target reps by 3 or 4 and you added 5, 10, 15 pounds to every single lift. This is week 3 in the meso. We have just crossed over the halfway point today with this workout, and we're getting into the nitty gritty now. This is where you have to go into the trenches, where we're getting closer to figuring out where 1 rep in reserve is, where 0 reps in reserve is, where's failure. And we're gonna go find failure, we're gonna seek it out, and then we're gonna go beyond it. And that's where we make our progress. And not to say that we didn't make progress the first 2 weeks as well. Those weeks are important. That's why we deload in between mesocycles, to resensitize ourselves to the stimulus that we can get from 3 reps in reserve. We take that week where it's nice and easy, we get back into it, we're doing 2 or 3 sets of everything, 3 reps in reserve with everything, and guess what? You still get sore. You try out a new move, you see if it works, you swap it out if it doesn't. Then the next week, still not too hard, but it is a challenge. You go to 2 reps in reserve. Now everything starts clicking. You're getting sore. You're assessing if you're getting any joint pain, which moves feel good, which moves don't feel good. By week 3, you got it all sorted out. And now you're adding sets. And then guess what? You're still getting sore, but you might not be getting as sore, and you're recovering a little bit quicker in between workouts, even though the volume's going up, even though you're adding weight, adding reps, adding sets, you're recovering from those sets. Now our bodies are adapting. We're getting more resilient. We're getting stronger. We're building muscle. This is what we do. This is what we're doing. Now we got week 4 coming up, and we're gonna get really close to that failure, where we're gonna find out, we're gonna take everything to within 1 rep of failure next week. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. We still got back and biceps tomorrow and a leg day after that before we get a rest day and then go into week 4. Just wanted to sort of go on a little bit of a rant because I'm getting excited. This is where we really start to smash some recent PRs and everything starts coming together. But point being, we got a good workout today. Wasn't the sexiest highlight reel of all time, but got a good pump, had low joint pain, recovered from all our moves on time, even though we added sets to everything earlier in the week, and we hit our targets. And sometimes that's all you can ask for. Well, hope you guys enjoy the video. If you've been following along, I'm sure you've seen how we've increased everything from week 1 to now. I'm committing to uploading for every single workout of this mesocycle. It's taking a lot of time, so if you watch the video and enjoy it, go ahead and just leave me a like. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment. If you got any questions, I'll answer anything that I see. I'm enjoying doing this, but it is pretty time consuming. I don't know if I could keep it up for more than 1 mesocycle, but I'll try. If you are following along, I leave all the workouts in the description, so go ahead and check that out. And I'll see you tomorrow for back and biceps. Take it easy. Get the fuck out of here.